Didn't expect this at all. I said it plenty of times, even before the Brazil game. I didn't expect, and right now I didn't expect it. To be honest, to be quarterfinals with Norway in the World Cup is quite surprisingly even for me. So yeah.
Erling Haaland, Martin Ødegaard, and Norway are getting ready for a massive showdown against Jude Bellingham, Harry Kane, and England in the 2026 World Cup quarterfinals. This is exactly the kind of game football fans dream about. Two talented teams, huge stars on both sides, and the pressure couldn't be any bigger. If you love fast attacks, hard battles, and players who can change a match in a split second, this clash has everything. Right now, Erling Haaland has a strong case for being one of the most dangerous strikers in world football. For Norway, he has scored 62 goals in just 54 international matches. Even more impressive, he already has 7 goals in only 4 World Cup games. He doesn't need many chances either. Give him a little space or one defensive mistake, and he'll punish it before anyone can react. That's what makes him so tough to stop. Standing across from him is Harry Kane, another elite goal scorer who always seems ready for the biggest moments. If England keeps winning and lifts the trophy, the talk around Kane's place among the game's greatest players is only going to get louder. England looked like they were heading out against DR Congo after falling behind late in the match, but Kane completely changed the story. He fired home the crucial equalizer in the 75th minute, then delivered a calm, clinical finish in the 86th minute that became one of the tournament's standout goals. Just like that, England went from the edge of elimination to the quarterfinals. The star power doesn't stop there. Jude Bellingham made his impact early with 2 huge goals. His second strike felt like the knockout punch because England already had the lead, and Mexico looked completely rattled the moment that ball hit the back of the net. You could almost see the pressure building on the pitch, and England picked up on it right away. For long stretches, it looked like the game was drifting in Mexico's favor, but England stayed calm. They defended with discipline, made the most of a few key moments, and showed the confidence that top teams rely on when everything is on the line. Then the turning point arrived, and England took full advantage. Mexico's players started pointing fingers at each other. Their shape became disorganized, and England reacted without hesitation. That's exactly why they entered this tournament as one of the favorites. The moment they spotted an opening, they attacked with confidence and made it count. England knows how to capitalize on mistakes, especially when the pressure starts rising. Having Harry Kane leading the attack gives them experience, composure, and a player who always seems ready for the biggest occasions. But Norway has a game changer of its own, and that's Nyland. He came up with huge saves when his team needed him most and played a major role in getting them this far. Now the stage is set for an incredible battle. Declan Rice driving through midfield, Kane waiting to strike inside the box, Haaland ready to explode with one touch, and Jude Bellingham adding even more quality to an already stacked England side. This matchup has all the ingredients for an unforgettable contest. Now all eyes are on Nyland because England's attack is about to throw everything at him. If Norway wants to keep its World Cup dream alive, he may have to deliver another incredible performance like the one he produced against Brazil in the round of 16. A lot of people have praised what Nyland did against Bosnia, especially the huge saves that helped his team stay in control. Those moments were impressive, but the match against Brazil felt even bigger. The quality of Brazil's chances was relentless. The pace, the clever movement, the sharp finishing angles, and the constant pressure kept testing Nyland from every direction. Time after time, he stayed focused and came up with massive saves when Norway needed them most. That display was one of the biggest reasons Norway earned a place in the next round. Still, one player made the decisive difference at the other end of the pitch, and that was Erling Haaland. Standing 6'5", he's a powerful striker who can completely change a match with a single opportunity. People often point out that Haaland stays in central areas instead of roaming all over the attack.
So I know what he's about, I know what I'm about, so we all know Haaland's qualities and you know what you can do in front of goal, but I really do believe in myself, in my abilities and what I can do as a defender. So, you know, I think as long as we as defenders believe that we can go into that game thinking, you know, we won't give him a yard or go into that pitch knowing that you're going to stop him from scoring, I think, you know, as defenders, that's the only way to go about it.
Is this a meeting of the 2 best strikers in the world?
Yeah, definitely. 2 strikers on top of their game right now, so yeah, it'll be nice to witness greatness on the pitch.
But that's exactly what makes him so dangerous. He stays where defenders least want him, waits for the right moment, and needs only one clean chance to make the difference. Haaland always seems to be in the areas where matches are won and lost. He's dominant in the air, clinical inside the penalty box, and can score even when a game feels quiet. That's what makes him so dangerous. One accurate cross, one defender losing focus for a split second, and Haaland is already there to make the most of the opportunity. People often talk about Lionel Messi as one of football's greatest players, and one of his biggest strengths has always been his movement. He doesn't make unnecessary runs. Instead, he reads the game, waits for the perfect moment, and then makes his move. You can see some of that same patience in Haaland's game today. He's become smarter with his timing, knows when to hold his position, and understands exactly when to burst into space. And once he decides to go, stopping him becomes a huge challenge. At top speed, Haaland can match some of the quickest players in world football. When he gets into full stride, defenders often struggle to keep up, and that's when he becomes even more dangerous. One part of his performance against Brazil that didn't get enough credit was his work without the ball. During set pieces, he was a major presence inside Norway's own penalty area, winning important headers, clearing dangerous deliveries, and helping his team get through several difficult moments. That effort mattered just as much as anything he did going forward. Norway likely doesn't get past Brazil without that all-around performance. It wasn't only about scoring goals, it was about stepping up in every phase of the game and doing whatever the team needed. The scoreline also made the finish look closer than the overall match suggested. Brazil pulled one back after being awarded a penalty, which Neymar converted, making it 2-1 and creating some late drama. But across the full 90 minutes, Norway looked like the stronger side and earned their place in the next round. Norway controlled long stretches of that match. They saw more of the ball, dictated the tempo, and forced Brazil to spend plenty of time chasing the game instead of controlling it. That gave Norway confidence and kept Brazil from ever looking completely comfortable. The penalty moment also grabbed plenty of attention, especially because many people expected Vinicius Jr. to take on an even bigger role in those key moments. In games of this size, fans expect the biggest stars to leave their mark, but Brazil never quite found that spark when they needed it most.
Has anyone ever stopped Erling Haaland? I'm not sure they have, but we're going to try. You're going to have to try.
A huge reason for that was Nyland. He produced an outstanding save to keep the score at 0-0, and that stop completely changed the momentum of the match. It became even more dramatic because only minutes earlier, Norway thought they had already taken the lead. They worked the ball into the box, finished the move, and started celebrating before the offside flag ruled the goal out. It was a massive emotional swing, but Norway stayed focused and kept pushing. England also arrives after surviving a demanding test of its own. They've already shown they can handle intense pressure in difficult conditions. The altitude added another challenge. The pace barely slowed down, and every minute demanded maximum effort. These are world-class players competing at the highest level. They're constantly sprinting, pressing, tracking back, covering huge distances, and making quick decisions under relentless pressure. That's exactly what makes this quarterfinal feel like such a blockbuster showdown. It was the kind of match that pushed every player to the limit, both physically and mentally. England didn't just have to battle their opponents, they also had to deal with an intense atmosphere that made every moment even tougher. The crowd was overwhelmingly behind Mexico, and you could feel that energy throughout the stadium. Every Mexico tackle, chance, or save brought a huge roar from the stands, while England had to stay focused with constant noise surrounding them. There were even reports of drinks being thrown toward England players, adding another level of disruption to an already heated contest. Moments like that took attention away from what was otherwise an unforgettable football match. From the opening whistle, the game was packed with drama. England had to keep their composure while everything around them tried to break their concentration. The atmosphere never let up, and every minute felt like another pressure test. England raced into a 2-0 lead, but the match changed dramatically after they were reduced to 10 players. From that point forward, it became a battle of resilience. Mexico increased the pressure, attacked in waves, and forced England to defend for long stretches. Every clearance, every tackle, and every save became more important as the tension kept growing. The penalty proved to be one of the biggest moments of the match. With the score at 2-1 and Mexico pushing hard with the extra player, England's advantage suddenly looked fragile. Then Harry Kane stepped up with complete confidence and converted from the spot to make it 3-1. That goal gave England breathing room, settled the nerves, and allowed them to take control of the closing stages instead of simply trying to hold on under relentless pressure. Mexico did find another goal, but Harry Kane's finish had already given England the breathing room they needed. That's one of the biggest reasons he's trusted in the biggest matches. When the pressure is at its highest and one chance can decide everything, Kane has a habit of stepping up and making it count. Now the spotlight shifts to Martin Ødegaard for Norway. He's created some excellent chances during this tournament, including a big opportunity in the last match that easily could have ended with the ball in the back of the net.
Yeah, obviously it will be a tough game for sure. It will be a different test. Miami will be hot, and they're a really good team, some dangerous players. They proved that. Obviously, a great win for them today. So, yeah, to get far in the World Cup, you have to find something deep within. And like I just said there, let's just enjoy it. I don't want to think about that one yet. I want to enjoy this, and then the prep will start as usual, and it'll be another great game.
Those are the moments that can decide a World Cup quarterfinal. If Norway is going to knock out England, Ødegaard could be the player who brings everything together. Nyland may need another outstanding performance in goal, and Haaland will always be one of Norway's biggest scoring threats. But Ødegaard is the player who connects the midfield to the attack, creates openings, and gives Norway the creativity they need when space is hard to find. If this game turns into the end-to-end battle many people expect, Norway may need 3 goals to advance because both teams have enough attacking quality to score more than once. Haaland has the ability to find the net, Kane is always dangerous inside the box, and both attacks are packed with players who can change the match in an instant. England enters this matchup as the favorite, but Norway has already shown it can compete with top teams. One of Norway's strongest defensive displays came against Brazil, and a big reason for that was how well they controlled possession. Sometimes the smartest way to defend isn't by sitting deep, it's by keeping the ball, forcing the opposition to chase, and slowly taking the energy out of them before they can build sustained pressure. That's where Sander Berge becomes such an important player for Norway. He's been outstanding in midfield, winning possession, covering huge areas of the pitch, and helping his team stay calm whenever the pace of the game starts to explode. Sander Berge isn't always the player grabbing all the headlines, and off the pitch he might seem like a quiet presence. But once the match begins, he becomes a huge influence. He's strong, athletic, and does the hard work that helps Norway regain control whenever games start getting chaotic. His ability to win the ball, keep possession, and calm the tempo has been a major reason Norway has come this far. Still, if Norway is going to pull off a stunning upset and book a place in the World Cup semifinals, Martin Ødegaard will likely have to lead the way. This is the kind of stage where captains are expected to produce something special, whether it's a perfect pass, a brilliant finish, or one moment of quality that changes everything. If that opportunity comes, it will happen under demanding conditions in Miami Gardens. Football in South Florida during July can be incredibly challenging, with heat and humidity testing every player from the opening whistle. Both teams are capable of handling difficult conditions, but every small advantage could matter in a match of this magnitude. For Norway, slowing the game down and making it a physical battle could work in their favor. England has impressive depth on paper, so anything that turns this into a tougher, less predictable contest may help level the playing field. If this quarterfinal were played in a climate-controlled stadium like Atlanta or SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles, many would probably give England an even stronger edge, but in heavy heat, draining humidity, and a match that could become scrappy, Norway has a better chance of creating the type of contest it wants. And if Norway is going to seize that opportunity, Martin Ødegaard has to deliver. He's the captain, the creative force in midfield, and one of the tournament's most complete players. When the pressure reaches its highest point, Norway will be looking to him to set the standard and lead from the front. Martin Ødegaard has already shown plenty of quality throughout this tournament, but this is the match where he needs to make a lasting impact. It's not just about clever touches or smart movement anymore. Norway needs the perfect through ball, the decisive pass, or the finish that changes everything. If they're going to unlock England's defense, Ødegaard has to be at the center of it.
It's a special game, yeah, definitely. I think for me it's super special because I play in England and I'm born in England, and yeah, you also play against teammates and everything, so it's a bit, it's not weird, but it's, I don't know the name in English. It's a funny game, and it's gonna be nice.
One part of Erling Haaland's game that still doesn't get enough attention is his passing ability. Most people focus on his goals, his strength, and his physical presence, but he can also create chances with outstanding vision. Around the penalty area, one accurate pass from Haaland can split a defense wide open and instantly put a teammate in a dangerous position. That's the kind of quality that can change a match in seconds. That's what makes the World Cup so unforgettable. You never know exactly when the defining moment will arrive. It could happen in the opening minute, deep into stoppage time, or even near the end of extra time with a penalty shootout just moments away. Whenever that opportunity appears, the players have to be ready to make it count. These are the moments every international player dreams about. Some nations wait years between World Cup appearances, and opportunities to reach this stage don't come around often. One clear chance can decide everything, so every touch, every pass, and every finish carries enormous importance. That's why so much of this quarterfinal could come down to whether Norway's biggest stars rise to the occasion when their moment finally arrives. If Norway comes out on top, I can easily see Martin Odegaard finding the net and Erling Haaland scoring twice. But if England is going to win, their biggest challenge is clear. Even if carrying it out is incredibly difficult, they have to limit Haaland's impact as much as possible. Stopping a striker like Haaland completely is a huge task.
I think it's a good thing because I like the Americans. I think they are kind of hilarious as well, and they are funny. So I like the way they are. So I think it's just good, and it's been honestly on every single thing with the World Cup so far here has been amazing, from the games to the stadiums to everything has been amazing.
Against world-class opposition, expecting him to finish without creating dangerous moments feels unrealistic. He's quick to react, incredibly powerful, and always seems to be in the right place when the ball drops inside the box. Give him even one opening and he can change the entire match in an instant. England's main objective is to keep one dangerous moment from becoming several. If Haaland scores once, the game is still there to be won. But if he starts finding space again and again, the momentum can swing quickly, and Norway becomes much harder to stop. That's why England's defenders have to stay close to him from the first whistle. They need to challenge every run, make every touch difficult, stay physical without losing discipline, and never allow him to get comfortable. Even then, there are no guarantees against a striker in this kind of form. The tactical battle is just as important. If England focuses too heavily on stopping Haaland, it could leave space elsewhere and take them away from the aggressive style that has brought them this far. Their biggest strengths are still going forward, with Harry Kane leading the attack, Jude Bellingham driving through midfield, and dangerous runners creating problems all over the pitch. Norway also has an important decision to make. The more cautious approach that worked against Brazil may not be the right formula against England. If Norway drops too deep and spends the whole match defending, England has enough quality, creativity, and attacking talent to break them down. Norway will likely need the right balance between staying organized at the back and showing enough ambition to threaten England whenever opportunities appear. Norway has to protect its defense without losing the attacking mindset that helped the team reach this stage.
Yeah, I think there's some clear favorites out there. England's one of them, so I think all of you should put every single pressure on the English lads.
Against Brazil, there were several moments when the game opened up. Brazil found space on quick breaks with 2-on-2 and 3-on-3 situations, but they couldn't make those chances count. The warning signs were there, even though Norway managed to come through. That's something Norway can't afford to ignore against England. If England gets those same kinds of openings, their attackers have the quality to punish them. Harry Kane has built his reputation on finishing big chances, and England's attack is packed with players who know how to make the most of important moments. Give them too much space, and they can change the game in a hurry. That's the biggest difference in this matchup. England has incredible quality in the final third, and if Kane, Jude Bellingham, or the supporting attackers find room to operate, Norway could quickly find itself under serious pressure. And the reward waiting for the winner makes this quarterfinal even more exciting. A place in the semi-finals could set up a huge showdown with Argentina after their dramatic comeback victory over Egypt. This World Cup has delivered surprise after surprise, and the Golden Boot race has become another thrilling story to follow. Lionel Messi leads the race with 8 goals, while Kylian Mbappe and Erling Haaland both have 7. Harry Kane isn't far behind with 6, and one big performance could move him right into the middle of the battle. With so much attacking talent still in the tournament, it's easy to imagine several players reaching double digits before it's all over. My prediction? I think Norway edges an unforgettable contest with a thrilling 3-2 victory.
I think I've come up against Haaland quite a few times now in my career.
A huge reason I keep backing Norway is still Erling Haaland. Of course, everyone talks about what he can do in front of goal, but his impact goes far beyond scoring. If Norway grabs the lead, whether it's early or late in the match, Haaland's physical presence becomes just as valuable when defending. He can threaten one end of the pitch, then immediately help clear crosses, win headers, and protect the lead at the other end. I just have a hard time seeing Haaland finish a match like this without making his mark somehow. At the same time, I can also see Jude Bellingham finding the net and Harry Kane delivering another big goal for England. That's why this feels like the kind of quarterfinal that could still be level after 90 minutes, with neither side willing to give an inch. When I picture Norway's best path to victory, one idea keeps standing out. They need to weather England's early pressure, stay organized at the back, and remain patient even if the game becomes tense. If they can keep the score close and force extra time, the momentum could slowly start shifting in their favor. That's why a penalty shootout feels like one of Norway's strongest chances to reach the semifinals. My final prediction is a thrilling 2-2 draw after extra time, with Norway holding their nerve to win 3-2 on penalties. I expect the biggest stars to make an impact, with both Kane and Haaland getting on the score sheet before the match reaches its dramatic finish. But the player I keep coming back to is Martin Ødegaard. If Norway is going to complete this upset, he has to take control in the biggest moments with his creativity and leadership.
I mean, playing against Brazil was kind of crazy for us Norwegians, and to win against Brazil and then go and play England in the quarterfinal in the World Cup is in the USA is quite special.
And don't overlook Nyland. His performance in the previous round showed exactly how calm he can be under pressure. He made several huge saves, and if this quarterfinal comes down to penalties, he could once again produce the defining moment that sends Norway into the World Cup semifinals. This quarterfinal has everything football fans could ask for. Erling Haaland, Harry Kane, Jude Bellingham, Martin Ødegaard, world-class talent, massive pressure, and a place in the World Cup semifinals waiting for the winner. It feels like the kind of match that could produce a moment fans will remember for years. Whether it's a stunning late equalizer, a game-saving stop in extra time, or the one penalty that decides it all, these are the nights that make the World Cup so special. And this showdown has every ingredient to become an unforgettable classic. No matter which team comes out on top, expect drama, huge moments, and plenty of talking points from the first whistle to the last. If you enjoyed this breakdown and you're rocking with Football Compass, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest football videos. We'll be covering every major World Cup story.
It's important to joke around, I think. I think every one of you know me now, that I like to joke a little bit and I like to have fun. So I think that's a key for my daily life, to joke around and of course train good, of course focus well and prepare well, but you also need to joke around and you need to enjoy the moment, and that's what we've been doing now.
Big match, prediction, reaction, and all the biggest moments as the tournament unfolds. And make sure to share this video with your friends so they can join the discussion. Then head down to the comments and tell us your prediction. Who wins this quarterfinal? Does Norway pull off the upset, or does England prove why so many see them as favorites? We want to hear your thoughts. Thanks so much for watching. Enjoy every second of this incredible World Cup clash, and we'll see you in the next video. Until next time, take care.